T20 and it's here. And it's all on because it's a one-off situation. Not a series of T20, just the one match here from the Sheikh Zayed Stadium in Abu Dhabi. Both teams have made a couple of changes, and Sri Lanka, well, just some subtle ones there, and I'm looking forward to Agenta Mendes, having a good look at him. He's coming back from injury, of course, so a little bit of that. And then Chima too, he's bowled quite well, so he gets a go. Dilshan, I said to him, mate, good luck tonight, because been a bit frustrating for him. He needs to get a score, and he hasn't contributed as he would like, particularly in this ODI series.
Yukul Taranga, his partner. Well, they've been good as a partnership, these two, for Sri Lanka. You were talking about Tilakaratne and Dilshan contributing with the bat. And when he does, it has a big effect on the Sri Lankan team, because he gets them at a rate and puts the pressure on people like this. Umar Gul, who's been so good.
It's Gul. And he starts with a wide. Bit of width, and this should be the first boundary. Doesn't bother running, does Dilshan. He's off the mark.
He held his ground. Just a short stride, balanced, and throws his hands at it. That's where he's really good.
And with T20 cricket, we've got the dancers. Inside there, it's just a little too straight again from Tanvir, and it's cost him consecutive boundaries here.
Well, the dancers are out, and every reason to do so. Dilshan on his way. This time staying calm. Look, he waits for it and just make sure he gets it into the gap. The outfield does the rest.
Again, too straight, but there is protection. Wants to, Dilshan. Taranga has to be quick and didn't gather the ball.
Oh, that's a big mess. Because it's pitching on the square, it just kids on, and Shoaib Malik gets into a mess. Just let him know the bouncer might come at him.
Oh, lovely hands. And it races away for a boundary. It is just exquisite timing from Taranga.
He's got that one wrong, Umar Gul. Because it pitched in line with the stumps and kept going. What Taranga did well was, he used the pace, didn't try to hit it too hard, let it come past him and pick that gap.
Yeah, lovely balance, wasn't it? And a bit of glove love from the skipper. Keep going, Sunshine. In the air and over the top. And that'll be 4 more. It's turning into a good over for Sri Lanka.
Yeah, Gul couldn't use that bouncer to great effect. With 3 balls remaining, Taranga knows that he's got to be fuller rather than shorter. And uses his body position to create width.
But very difficult to get. Gone though, Taranga. He's the first one down to Chima, and Pakistan strike early.
He should have done better really, Yukul Taranga. It's on his patch right up to him. Not his exact strength though. Ended up playing all round it.
And Chima, yeah, he got it on target.
He just played all round it. No real swing, just a good length where he could have punched down the ground. But a perfect sight for Chima.
This is Dilshan. And the skipper goes over the top. Handsome stroke. And he picks up his 3rd boundary.
He's looking for that indie Pachima. But Dilshan picks it up. This is the format he likes. This is how he likes to play. Go after the bowling.
I don't know about you, Russell Arnold. I'd like to have seen 3 50-over games and 3 T20s. Short one and over the top. Chandimal gets into the act as well. There's his first boundary. It's 40 for 1. Oh, that's one that's got away from Tanvir. And it hits the rope. Wides. And not the place to be bowling, really, in any form of the game.
Very true, Danny, but the pressure is on. Dilshan's throwing his bat at everything. And the bowlers in turn trying to be really tight to him. So margin for error, very minimal. Wide of the crease, and he's creating a big angle. So tough for Umar Akmal to cover.
Tees off this time and goes over the top of mid-off. Finishes the over with a boundary. It's a good one for Sri Lanka. 15 off that over.
Down the track, over the top, another 4. It's all happening. Sri Lanka doing extremely good job here. They're not really caring about Shahid Ajmal or Shahid Afridi. They're just on at the moment.
I think Russell Arnold made an important point about playing T20 cricket first on a tour. That seemed to be the recipe so far. But still a lot of cricket left in this game, don't forget.
Yes, I totally agree with you, Roshan. This was one too many, I would say. He got 6 of the first 2 balls. And clearly a poor shot. Poor selection, I would say. And he knows the importance of the wicket. Shahid Ajmal.
I think he made an important point about being sensible in the interview where, it's not about hitting 6s and 4s, but it is about how you plan your innings, how you construct it. Over the top. Well, bounce once and go into the boundary. Chandimal is perfect for this version of cricket. Loves to assert his authority if he can. And that's exactly what he did with Hafiz. Just a bit of width outside the off stump.
Well, you don't really see many players playing that shot with command. Well, honestly speaking, I never expected such a crowd here. It's beautiful. It's good to see out there. Huge crowd. A lot of Pakistani fans. Out. Gone. Big wicket. Sangakkara is gone. Soft dismissal.
Angelo Matthews is a new batsman, and what responsibility he carries here.
This is how Sangakkara went. I thought trying to sort of chip in for a single, not really looking to go big.
All to reflect on what has happened. That was perilously close to that off stump. Afridi spun one.
I thought I heard through the effects mice that it bowled him. I thought it actually hit the stumps. Close call. I thought it actually bowled him. Sure, it just clipped out. I just threw the effects, Mike.
Slow one. Whacked away very quickly for 4. First boundary in 41 balls. But worth the wait. Chandimal is on a roll here. 40 from 33 balls.
Unable to get it through. Direct hit. It doesn't seem too concerned, Angelo Matthews. But nevertheless, we've gone upstairs.
I don't think the upstairs is required. I think it's short. That's what I feel. Don't look at me, Russell, like that. But I have a feeling. Have a look at that. It's good enough. You've got to just make sure that the wicketkeeper hasn't really dislodged the bails before it hits the stumps. That's why we make sure. Yeah, it's out. I think no problem there for the third umpires upstairs. Shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, that's a big blow. Because Angelo Matthews, he's the one who could have turned it on. There we have it. He was getting ready to bat again. But direct hits, they always find you short more often than not. Well, the skipper's done it. He's got a vital breakthrough. Plenty to shout about for the Pakistanis now.
Well, it has been the case with the Sri Lankans. They kept losing the wickets at the wrong time. Angelo Matthews gone for 14. Is 119 for 4.
Useful edge. Chamara Silva will come back for the third, but Tanvir, he gives up the chase. Slow one, got outside the line, Chamara Silva. But that was an opportunity to put that away.
Azaz Chima's that slow delivery comes in and bowls with a similar action, but gives a bit of look. Look at that. He has no idea how to control that. Lovely delivery.
He's been the problem. They've not picked him at all. That's Chandimal's 50 number 1 for him.
Chandimal played really well today. He looked a little out of sword when they were playing with the ODIs, but looked very good from the word go. Faced on a 40 delivery for his 50.
Plays a sweep, it's in the air. The fielder in the deep, just bailing out. Umar Gul, the man. A good result for Pakistan, just the 1 run.
Pakistan have really done well in the last 6-7 overs. They pulled the game back to where they were at the moment.
On the track. Just the 1 run again. Now what these two batsmen are doing is they're looking for boundaries. Ideally what they should be doing is looking for the gaps. Just hitting it away from the fielders, running hard. You pick up your twos, the pressure will be on the bowlers. Get your overs of 7 and 8. In the big swing, could be a run out. At the bowler's end, Chamara Silva. His innings was going nowhere. Just when Sri Lanka needed to take off, Pakistan, as they've done time and time again, pulling things back, and more importantly, they slow it down by picking up wickets, this time in the form of another run out. Took his time looking up. Chamara Silva left in no man's land. Not the direction the Sri Lankans want that worm to head. Gets it through, he'll get 4. Wide of the off stump, uses that strong bottom hand.
Start of the over. As a bowler, you hate to get hit for 4 on the first ball. Tempted Yorker there, look, good shot. Good controlled shot, picked the gap nicely.
Front leg out of the way. Getting a good base so he can use those hands. Top stuff, young man. Sri Lanka trying hard to get past 150 now. Very important they hit that goal. Loud appeal. And he's given him out this time. It's good bowling from Chima. He was put away for a boundary trying to bowl that Yorker. But that's the right thing to do at that stage. He followed it up with this one. It's an edge. Well taken by Umar Akmal. So it gets worse and worse for Sri Lanka. An innings that promised so much. Tough times. He needs to get Sri Lanka a few runs. That's the wicket. And another wicket goes down. 3 wickets for Chima in that over. Sri Lanka 140 for 8. The Yorkers well executed by Dilwan Pereira, missing out with the fine leg in the circle. Those are boundary balls. Gets it only to Misbah. Gets underneath that. Gets worse and worse. Dilhara Fernando at one stage, we thought we're not going to see him with the bat. He's there because Dilwan Pereira could just help the ball to the Pakistani skipper. And make that 10. All gone. Sri Lanka losing their way. Looked so rosy at 51, at 91 for 3. at the end of 10 overs. And we were talking of scores of 180, 170. Sri Lanka failed to get up to 150, but top stuff from the men in green. Another comeback.
That's the 10th wicket gone down. Pakistan outstanding once again in this series. They've done well in the one days. They won 4-1, and now the one and the only one test match or 2020 Fernando gone without scoring. It's 141 all out.
Opportunity, there's no chance of a comeback against these boys. Had a quiet day of Afridi today. Won the toss, Sri Lanka, brisk start. Even though Taranga got 12, they were off to a flyer. Dilshan Chandimal, he batted really well. But from then on, it's just been a procession of wickets.
Well, the spinners make such a big difference in Pakistan's side that the fast bowlers are bound to pick up wickets. In the middle, Ajmal, Afridi, they bowled so well that the fast bowlers came in and they keep taking wickets. Chima was outstanding today. He bowled 4 overs, picked up 4 wickets, and Omar Gul did bowl that well early on. I thought he bowled a couple of wide balls, but then he came back and picked up 2 wickets. Outstanding.
Tough task at all, I'll tell you. Just 142 runs from 120 balls is easy pickings.
You can't say that, Roshan. This cricket is a funny game, you know. I have seen teams falling at a very low scores. So the only thing probably Sri Lanka would like to have is pick up early wickets and make sure what they did to Pakistan early on, getting lots of runs. They don't want to give lots of runs. They just make sure that they bowl nice and tight and pick up wickets. And if they can pick up early wickets, this is a funny game.
Imran Farhat, one of the openers. And Hafiz has been more or less the permanent feature when it comes to opening for Pakistan. He's had a reasonable season with both bat and ball. And Sri Lankan bowlers up against it. Let's see what he does. He certainly can produce that outstanding and tremendous bowling Sri Lanka needs. Here is the first ball. And he gets a run off it. Pakistan on the way. Oh, great shot by Farhat. Straight away off the mark with a boundary. Now these are going to be difficult overs for Sri Lanka because they're bowling in the power plays. And Pakistan has a large ground and a quick outfield and a good pitch.
He's not going to spare Malinga from here. This length is ideal for Imran Farhat. Fuller length on his legs. Help yourself. Good hit.
Well, they've turned up in their numbers. Pakistan cricket is definitely healthy. They've attracted huge numbers of supporters here. I'm sure there must be great jubilation back in Pakistan. That's fine. We'll go for 4 more. So 2 boundaries of 2 balls for Imran Farhat. Pakistan already 9.
Well, if you ask me, there's 2 good shot, I would say no. There were 2 poor balls. That was not on. That's poor ball. That is right on the legs for Imran Farhat. Imran Farhat knows that they're looking for wickets, so he's going to pitch it up. Another picking. Easy. No problem there for Pakistan.
This is the problem the Sri Lankans are going to encounter. They can't afford to bowl anything loose. They have very little in the bank. And the margin of error is so little. You just can't afford to do that. You have to be on the ball. This is what a low score or not a big score can do for you. Driven again through the covers. May go all the way. Ajanta Mendes is after it. He won't catch it. Oh, what a start. Sparkling start for Pakistan. A
wouldn't mind batting against Malinga at the moment as an opener, I tell you that, because he gives you too many loose deliveries nowadays. He's been an excellent 2020 bowler, but look at that, that's the first one. Poor delivery. Second one on the legs. Just flicked me, he says. And this was full toss. Poor so far. But outstanding Pakistan.
Not the start Sri Lanka wanted. They wanted a tight, if possible, a wicket. Still 2 more balls to go. Struck on the pad. That is a big appeal. Now he's asking. Well, he doesn't think it's out. He's been a consistent umpire, I'll tell you. And he took his time and thought no.
I'll be very surprised if that ball wouldn't hit the stumps, because that looks very, very close to me. Oh, just slipping down the leg side. There's a slow delivery. Totally misread it, Imran Farhat. I really like the approach from this young Pereira. I tell you, he's got beautiful outswinger going. I saw him in the World Cup also recently in the 50-over game, and he bowled some beautiful spells. And Afridi, I can see a lot of Shahid Afridi's fan around there, a lot of Pathans here in this part of the world. A lot of wigs, plenty of green shirts, flags on their faces.
This is high, not in control of it, but he's still going to get runs. A couple. Imran Farhat quite willing to throw his bat, and he's so far connected them. Again, just over cover. Chamara Silva couldn't time that jump well, and this outfield gives you real value for shots. It wasn't really hit very hard, just over cover.
Well, we were talking earlier that Sri Lanka shouldn't leak runs early on. They are just pouring at the moment. Runs are just coming thick and fast. No problem there for Pakistan. Picking up boundaries. This pitch is beautiful, I tell you. This is the second time we're playing on this. We played a 50-over game before. This surface is outstanding.
Pereira will continue. Oh, punched. Beautiful. Beautiful indeed. Pretty short. That's Hafiz. Short and wide.
Well, these two openers have really made Pakistan proud, I tell you, in this series. Test match, 1 day, now 2020. Good control. Great control. Bang. Tremendous hit over mid-on.
That's another fine delivery. Given out this time. Hafiz is not happy. He was showing his bat. Why was he doing that? Well, is he caught behind? Or is he given LBW?
This is how Mohammad Hafiz, when there was no bat and ball, I'm sure this was way too away from his bat. So that's out of question. He's been given LBW. And I still believe that he's not out, because that's going over the top. There you go. It's going way over the top of the middle stump. It was nice and straight, showing the bat straight away. Poor decision by Zamir Haider. There you go. Trying.
Off the mark, Shafiq. It will go all the way. It will just... Oh, good effort. Get the feeling it's a boundary. The umpires will want to see it. But great effort by Tisara Pereira. Ran hard. Ruined the dive. But was he able to save some runs there?
Yeah, the question will be, when he pulled the ball back in, was he touching the rope? Oh, tough one. It went under him. The ball went under him. Might be a boundary, not sure, but 4. Right decision, Roshan?
It's up in the air. Tisara Pereira steadies himself and takes an easy catch. Ajanta Mendes strikes early on his return. And Danny Boy, it's the big wicket of Imran Farhat. Poor delivery, put away. Hasan Shafiq. The slow, the short. don't need to pick it off the hand when it lands in those areas.
Yeah, too easy. For Shafiq, short, bit of width, and it got the treatment. So it's going to be a bit rusty.
That line more often, especially after you pick up a wicket. Having to reach for it, Imran Farhat, taking the pace off that delivery.
It is all happening.
And he's cleaned him up. First ball goes Umar Akmal. Trying to be really cheeky. Moved very early before Dilshan bowled.